Greetings, 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 royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome back. Did you miss me? Happy Wednesday. It is December 2nd, 2020. And I'm back with a Hot Topics video. Okay. So I'm back in the studio. Everything is all good, all good. You know, hopefully everybody's holiday preparations are going seamlessly. Mine are. I'm officially done. I'm just going to kick back and wait until Christmas. All right, so I'm back, okay? I missed you guys. I've been doing some little late night lives. Hopefully you guys have been checking that out. If you're getting your notification, that's great. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I probably missed the deadline on because, you know, everybody wants breaking news. I don't break stories over here. I report what's already out. So there's a couple of hot topics that I wanted to touch on. Cynthia Bailey from Real Housewives of Atlanta is suing her ex-husband and former castmate of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Peter Thomas. Apparently, there was a deal made. Cynthia loaned Peter some money. Peter had a deadline to pay it back, and Cynthia is claiming that that deadline has come and gone, and Peter has not paid up. So I'm going to touch on that. Also, KANDI and TUCKER, they went to a birthday party in Atlanta. Lil Wayne, she had a birthday party. Lil Wayne's daughter, had a birthday party. And KANDI and Todd dressed up. So I'll show images and touch on that. Who else is on the lineup? Tim Norman, the son of Sweetie Pie's star Robbie Montgomery. There's a bit of an update, I guess, with his case. So I'll touch on that. I'll save that for last. And then I got a couple of, topics. You know how I do, sprinkled in between. Okay. So pay your admission fee, all that good stuff. Drop down in the comments. I missed y'all. So let me just get straight into it. So first up, right, before we talk about some of those other topics, everybody is talking about the owner of True Kitchen and Cocktails, right? I touched on it during one of my late night lives. I kind of like the late night lives. Anyway, so he apologizes for using profanity, but he believes that, people shouldn't be standing on his chairs while dropping it low. So you guys already know. If you don't know, let me just bring you up to date. Restaurant. Some patrons were in the restaurant. There was a DJ. There's alcohol flowing. And some patrons got excited. A woman was twerking. Restaurant owner said, "Hey, please stop twerking." Woman keeps twerking 2 more times, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 1 other time. But in total, 2 to 3 times, the restaurant owner asked the patron, "Please, stop twerking." The patron stands on the chairs, and throws her bleep in a circle. Okay. Restaurant owner gets frustrated. He asks for the DJ to cut the music. He addresses the dining room and lets them know, "Look, I don't want you twerking in my establishment. If you don't like it, basically you can get the bleep up out of here." There's uproar. People are saying that he's misogynistic. They're saying he's anti-black. A whole lot of opinions are swirling. So basically, This went viral pretty much. So what happened? So should I play the video? All right, I'm gonna play the video. Oh gosh, he's cussing, but here we go.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please.
Cut the camera.
Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay?
Yeah.
No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out of my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
He said what he said. Bottom line, I don't disagree with him. I said this before. I think that the individuals that were asked multiple times to stop doing what they're doing were being intentionally defiant. There was a table across the way that was also twerking as well. And they were hyping up each other and all that good stuff. So I think that's why he addressed the entire dining area. I feel like this. I've said this before. So if you listen to my live, this might be repetitive, but for the people who didn't hear, here are my thoughts. This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree. It's nothing to agree or disagree on. I'm just saying, if I was there, I wouldn't be offended, especially if I was not partaking in throwing my ASS in a circle. I feel like when someone asks you not to do something and you continue to be defiant and disrespect their person, then of course they're human. They're going to get frustrated. This man asked several times for this behavior to cease, and the individuals was like, nah, F it. I'm going to do what I want to do. So when you're met with that same quote unquote disrespect or aggression, you can't get mad. I was speaking with someone, one of my peoples, and they said to me, you know, people are saying, well, why didn't he just ask them to leave? One of my people said to me that if that man would have told that lady and her, you know, her party to leave, that lady could have sued him for discrimination if he did not have a sign in the restaurant that says no sexually suggestive dancing, i.e. twerking or blah, blah, blah. If there's no sign that says that she cannot, you know, do the behavior or dance the way she was dancing, she could have sued him for discrimination and she would have won. So I said, ooh, head crack. Imagine that. So, and I feel like a lot of people are saying you should have put her out. Okay, that's your opinion. I get it. But maybe he didn't want to put her out. You know, maybe he just wanted her to stop. So basically, this video was shared over 1 million times, you know, garnered a lot of mixed reaction. So some people said that the fact that we have music at our restaurant, this is what he said, doesn't mean, the restaurant owner, doesn't mean that you can stand on our seats, lean on glass and twerk. This is what Keely, whatever his name is, the owner of the restaurant, said. He added that he attempted to politely tell the guests not to dance and twerk, but they continued to do so. This is a restaurant. We don't have a dance floor. And these were the only ladies who ever acted that way. This is a less than 1% situation. Okay, so a lot of people were saying that, you know, on social media, oh, you know, you got the liquor pouring, the people were waiting for their food for 2 hours, and you pouring liquor down their throats. We're all adults. You have the choice to partake in spirits or not. But whatever. The DJ is playing twerk music. What did you expect? Again, you're an adult. You have the choice to keep your feet on the ground and your butt in the seat. This ain't got nothing to do with no DJ or alcohol. And even if that was the case, let's say that's a solid argument. You still have to suffer the consequences of your actions. You can blame, you know, whatever on being drunk. Doesn't mean that you're absolved of any consequences, right? No? Am I tripping? He did ask a handful of his guests to leave. They didn't have any respect for us or the other customers, so it was necessary, he said, mentioning that he now wishes he didn't use profanity during his rant. But if that's the only thing people are caught up on, then they should consider the behavior of the guests in the first place. We've created a restaurant that's here to serve the community. We created 70 plus jobs during a pandemic. Got to give him a round of applause for that, because no one's talking about that. 99% of our guests are fantastic and we love them. We are not going to have their experience ruined because we have a few guests who want to stand on furniture and twerk. We're not the restaurant for that. Like I said, I don't have a problem with that. And some people, this is a Twitter post. For all of you who want to, quote, support the stance of True Kitchen's owner on how he wants a classy environment, just head over to the IG page to see what they're actually promoting, because it's clear what type of establishment it is. So this is the restaurant's IG page, and on the IG page, I'm not playing it, is Cisco's thong song playing. And there's, like, you know, a promotional video. So what? That doesn't give you the right to disrespect anyone's establishment. I don't care. You know, people go around disrespecting people, trying to be petty, being funny. And when they're met back with that same energy, you cry. You want to cry and, oh my gosh, how could he? Can you imagine if he never corrected the behavior of this woman and other patrons got online and also told some of their friends, don't go there, because there were a group of people twerking, dancing, standing on furniture, and the owner did nothing. So in this case, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Again, some people are not in favor of him using profanity, but that's the least, to me, that was the least offensive thing. Like, I just feel like, look, the man asked you nicely. You didn't want to listen. They stopped twerking after that, right? I don't know. I just blaming the music and I don't know if that's a good enough stance. So someone also posted, the part everyone is leaving out additionally is that the kitchen was behind on bringing out the food. People in there waiting over an hour for entrees they ordered, and the owner is shoveling liquor down their throats while they wait. Now, no one forced any of these adults to drink, so that's kind of a strong statement. Anyway, the post continues, these folks' stomachs were empty, and they were guzzling alcohol that the owner provided to them. And there was a DJ playing the college party greatest hits. The F did he think was gonna happen? But again, he went up to them and asked. So basically, these adults have no self-control. Well, they should not be in a restaurant then, if that's the case. All right, moving along. Who's up next? Now, this is according to theblast.com. So Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey sues ex-husband Peter Thomas for $170,000. Wow. So she's suing Peter, right? This is over an alleged unpaid loan, and she wants the court to seize his home. Now, according to documents obtained by The Blast, on September 1st, Cynthia filed a lawsuit against Peter in Georgia court. In the documents, Cynthia says she loaned Peter $170,000 for the purchase of an Atlanta property. In return, she agreed to hand over all rights and interests in Peter's restaurant, Bar One. Per their deal, Peter agreed to pay back the loan within 36 months. Cynthia says the 36 months have passed by and she hasn't been paid a dime. So she also says that Peter has taken possession of the property despite failing to repay the loan. She said in court documents that the defendant has breached the parties' agreement and is in full default under the promissory note and owes the plaintiff $170,000 in principal plus interest from May 27, 2020 until the note is paid. That's Peter there. You see a picture of him. Now, Cynthia is asking the court for permission to foreclose on Peter's home to collect on the money that she is owed. The document states plaintiff elects to foreclose the security deed as a mortgage on the real estate property. Further, she explains that she wants him to cough up extra money for her having to take this to court. She says plaintiff has had to retain legal counsel and incur substantial costs of litigation and request attorney fees and other costs of collection. So she basically wants Peter to pay her money plus interest, and she wants him to pay her lawyer fees. Now, see, what we don't know is, has the 36-month payback period come to an end? So the suit is asking the court to award Cynthia $170,000 plus seize the home from Peter immediately. I don't know. That's not funny, but it's just, this is wild. Peter has yet to respond to the lawsuit. Cynthia informed the court they can serve him with the legal papers at his bar in North Carolina. Back in 2017, Cynthia and Peter finalized their nasty divorce after years of being together. He faced allegations of infidelity for some time. Prior to their marriage, they signed a prenuptial agreement that determined who got what in the event of a split. All right, yada, yada. So here's the thing. Peter did respond since this article was posted. And he did an interview with Michelle A.T. Alien Brown on her YouTube page. And he shared some things. And I didn't watch that interview in its entirety. Not enough to kind of give my feedback on it, so I'll leave it at that. But it is on YouTuber Michelle A.T. Alien Brown. She's a blogger, and she does have a YouTube page. So she interviewed Peter, and she also recently interviewed Apollo. And that interview was very, very interesting. Apollo is something else. Anyway, if we go over to the Neighborhood Talks Instagram page.
Just want to put some...
Much captured, what? Hold on, Peter, hold on. They pretty much captured or posted what Peter had to say in reference to this lawsuit. Like to hear it? Here you go.
Some correctness to a story that's out there right now. All about the tea and neighborhood talk.
Ooh.
If you're going to be in this journalistic world, if you're going to be a journalist, or if you're going to be a blogger, make sure when you're telling the story, you tell it right.
Ooh.
People, if you want to hear the story for real, go to Michelle Brown, straight from the A, because she got it right, and she got all the facts, what you call receipts. Okay? Tell it right. Nothing is in foreclosure. The property is paid for. I didn't put this out there. Miss Bailey did. I don't know why. My phone number haven't changed. I didn't know we have beef. But anyway, if you want to get it right, go to straight from the A, Michelle Brown. All right? The foreclosure is coming. Just want to put some from Miss Bailey saying that she's foreclosing on a $160,000, not a loan, it was a purchase. And after divorce, I tell her that I'll give it back to her 36 months later. Okay? Because I took nothing and I had to get myself back together. You feel me? Okay, so 36 months is actually up in 2 months, 60 days. And she'll get a check, a cashier's check. Then I'm gonna make sure Michelle Brown from straight from the A got a copy of that y'all could all see that.
Okay.
It's all good. But again, I did her show last night for 2 hours, and if you want to get the facts, tune into Michelle Brown. Okay? Straight from the A. Atlanta finest.
I love it.
Oh my God. I didn't start this from Miss Bailey saying it. But when you put a story like that out and go to the court system, it's like putting a mugshot on a person. And then I gotta get that stink off of me when I'm not even stink to begin with. Later.
So, y'all surprised? Cynthia Bailey reportedly sues ex-husband Peter Thomas for $170,000 after loaning him money for a building that is now in foreclosure. So Peter basically said that the building is not in foreclosure. And yes, that interview was about 2 hours and some change long. So he said it, Michelle A.T. Alien Brown, straight from the A is the name of her blog, but her YouTube channel is Michelle A.T.A.L.I.E.N. You guys know who Michelle Brown is, child. Anyway, so we'll see how that works out. I didn't see any court documents. So if the deadline is not up until 2 months or 60 days will be the actual deadline, I wonder how it got out to the public that Cynthia filed a lawsuit against her husband. I wonder if Bravo had anything to do with that. Not saying that Cynthia herself gave this information to Bravo, but maybe Bravo went digging to see if they can, drudge up some drama. Don't forget, the season premiere, isn't it this Sunday? For the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Again, I'm not saying Cynthia fed any blogs or any media outlets anything. It could have very well been the network digging and scratching and got a hold of this information and decided to put it out. So I don't know. If you guys know if Cynthia responded to this or she said anything, drop down in the comments and let me know. Best of luck to the both of them. All right, let's shift gears. Still on theblast.com. Everybody having a good time? Make sure you hit that like button. Okay. So Mulatto, woo-wee. She is not having a good couple of weeks. She is getting dragged in these streets. So Mulatto considers changing her stage name as she continues to receive criticism for it. So Mulatto, she has been one of the biggest breakout rappers in Atlanta in 2020, but there's one issue that critics have had for a while now. This is regarding her stage name and how offensive it is as she is embracing this world that has been known to be against biracial people. Oh, is that what's happening? Biracial people? This world is against biracial people? That's interesting. Anyway, her mother, Alyssa, let's call her Alyssa. Okay, that's her government name. Alyssa's mother is white and her father is black, as she was born in Ohio but raised in Clayton County, Georgia. People like Alyssa's music, but have called her to drop the stage name. So this is another photo of her. So she continues to face pressure from social media online to change her stage name, and now this may be a possibility. This was discussed in a recent interview with Hip Hop DX. She said, I can't say too much because we're working on something right now, but I would be lying to say it hasn't crossed my mind before. It is a controversy that I hear and see every day as far as my name goes. So I would be lying to say I never thought of that, but I can't say too much right now because it's going to be part of something bigger. So she wants to change it to Big Lotto. I mean, Big Lotto sounds a lot better. You know, a name change that the Georgia rapper may go with is Big Lotto. She always uses this nickname in her songs as well as her social media feeds. This will likely be approved much more by fans and critics as opposed to her current name. Before 2021 arrives, there could very well be an official. Oh my gosh. It's the iced coffee, y'all. Sorry, my caffeine levels are through the roof. Anyway, there very well could be an official stage name change, such as Big Lotto. This may also be needed in order for Alyssa to turn into an even bigger star and cross other audiences. Okay, what do you guys think about her name? I know a lot of people think that it's crazy. Not so fun fact, the word mulatto, prior to it being used to describe an individual who was created out of tragic situations and has a white parent and a black parent, the word mulatto was used to describe a mixture between a mixture of a donkey and a horse. That's what Google said. I don't know if it's true. Well, girl, good luck, because you are getting the heat in these streets. Hair companies or hair vendors are talking about you. They're talking about this name. You call someone an animal, one of your homies, or your makeup artist, hairstylist, one of your friends. Apparently, that's the relationship that you have, but you call them a monkey or ape or something like that. So, yeah, you got controversy surrounding you, young lady, and you're young, but no. All right, up next, NBA YoungBoy. He allegedly has a new girlfriend again, and fans are going off. So NBA YoungBoy shares a video of his rumored new girlfriend, and fans have some thoughts on it. At this point, none of us really know how many girlfriends or baby mamas NBA YoungBoy has. Your guess is as good as mine. This is according to hotnewhiphop.com. They're the writers of this article. But in all seriousness, the 21-year-old rapper is said to have 4 sons, 1 daughter, another child on the way with Yaya Mayweather, and 1 non-biological child. His most recent baby mama, Drea Simone, just gave birth to their daughter over Thanksgiving weekend. Yikes. And he's only 21. So video footage of YoungBoy with yet another woman presumed to be his new boo has just surfaced the web, and fans have been reacting exactly how you'd expect, predicting that his rumored new girlfriend Jaslyn will be his next baby mama. Now there's music playing on here, so I'm not going to press play. Yeah. So this is I Am Zoe. He has a YouTube channel. He is hilarious. He does Messy Mondays, right? You guys know who Zoe is. And he was also on Wildin' Out. Anyway, so he posted under this post that the Shade Room posted online. Woo, Kentrell, Drea just had a baby on Thanksgiving. Yaya pregnant, and you making videos with Jaslyn. I see you, friend. Someone else said pregnant in the next 5 or 3 months, calling it now. Another person, sis, buy a container of condoms. Someone else wrote experiment 6282. Woo, he just can't be stopped. 10th baby mama coming soon. Please, no more kids, fam. Another one, DJ Khaled voiced. So Drea Simone, she shared a photo of YoungBoy's newest addition to the family with a heartwarming caption revealing the baby's name. She writes, I've been caught up cherishing the days after. It's safe to say my heart is completely full. Cody Capri. This is what she wrote on social media. The name is rumored to be mirrored after YoungBoy's real initials, KCG, which she initialed at the end of her post for Kentrell Godlin. So that's a picture of her little baby's hand. How cute, how cute. Ain't you tired, Miss Millie? And Miss Millie, I'm NBA YoungBoy, Kentrell, sir. And also to listen, some of you ladies, Lord, some of you ladies be setting yourself up for this type of stuff. Some people don't care. And hey, if you like it, I love it. But ain't y'all tired, Miss Millie? Lord. So he had a baby on, well, allegedly. That's his baby that Drea Simone had on Thanksgiving. Yaya Mayweather is pregnant, and her father confirmed that. Floyd Mayweather, he was on Hollywood Unlocked, I think it was, not too long ago, and he confirmed, yes, Yaya's pregnant, and NBA YoungBoy is the father. Now, it would be a huge plot twist if that's not NBA YoungBoy's baby. Let's just hope for the best. Moving along. Funk Master Flex, Cypher don't get gas. So this is according to page 6, Funk Master Flex. He posts a video of his liposuction on Instagram. And I'm not playing this because I clicked some of it and it was gross. So he shared on an Instagram video on Monday of himself on the surgery table during a liposuction procedure. For a while now, at 40-day reset has been amazing in helping me lose 40 pounds. Thank you so much. Funk Master Flex is 52 years old. This is what he captioned in the video. Today I took a step I always wanted to try. So he basically got liposuction on his lower back, armpit, sides, and back fat. He said, no anesthesia. No anesthesia? Awake the entire time. I really enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see the video? He live streamed the procedure. Yeah, I saw it. No anesthesia. Ugh. Okay, I have to move on. So shout out to Funk Master Flex. Do your thing. Oof. I'm just replaying it in my head because I caught the first couple of seconds of it and just no anesthesia, and I had to stop it. So if you want to see it, it's on page 6. I think he has it on his Instagram still, and the other couple of social media pages have it as well. All right, let's take a break real quick. Ugh. Not to you, Miss Toni Braxton. Just Funk Master Flex thing threw me off. All right, so this is Toni Braxton, Living Legend. So this is her spread for Harper's Bazaar Vietnam. So this is the December 2020 issue of Harper's Bazaar magazine. And she is giving me Pepto-Bismol, Pretty in Pink. Yes, you know, that Toni Braxton could take a good photo. And the art directors, this is the Instagram page of Bazaar Vietnam, which is Harper's Bazaar. Look at slay, Miss Toni Braxton, slay. She takes a good photo and serving face. This short hair is signature Toni Braxton. I think short hair looks the best on her. She also had she dyed her hair blonde. There was a picture that she had on her social media, on her Instagram, where her hair was bleach blonde, still short cut. She had on her ruby red lipstick, just serving. Here's another. Look at this beauty. Wow, serve, Miss Toni Braxton, serve. I love it. She turned this photo out. Wow, she's been in the game for a long time. So I like seeing, you know, dramatic photos like this. You know, Toni Braxton can give a look. She's just very feminine and dramatic. I love it. So shout out to Toni Braxton. All right, let's move this train along. Not keeping you long, y'all. Not keeping you long. All right, Kandi Burruss. This is according to page 6 and Todd Tucker. They attended a maskless birthday party in Atlanta. So yeah, if you guys are not aware, you remember that the pandemic caused the Real Housewives of Atlanta to suspend production just last month. But of course, that didn't stop cast member Kandi Burruss and husband Todd Tucker from attending a packed, maskless 22nd birthday bash on Sunday. The couple showed up at Atlanta's Republic Lounge for the costume bash for Lil Wayne's daughter, Reginae Carter, dressed as Lil Kim and Diddy. Don't worry, I'm going to show the picture. Kandi posted a video from the soiree in which she seemingly acknowledges that the party is a potential super spreader event. She says, Lord, we ain't supposed to be outside, only in Atlanta. This is what she said. Doesn't Kandi have, young children? Is Baby Blaze 1 yet? Maybe about 1. And then Ace, I think that's her son. Anyway, Variety reported in November that Housewives had to stop filming for 2 weeks after a member of the production team tested positive. A rep for that Rona, a rep for Bravo, and Burris didn't comment on her attending the party. Of course not. Of course not. Meanwhile, Reginae Carter's famous dad was also at the party, gushing over his daughter. He said, he was 14, 15 when I had this beautiful person right here. She taught me how to be a man and everything about life. This is the mother bleeping first, most ultimate blessing in the world. So, of course, representatives had no comments. Now, here's the photo. Girl. What do you guys think? So, Kandi is supposed to be Little Kim from the Crush on You video. And Todd is supposed to be Diddy. So, he pulled out that chinchilla. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Moving along. Okay, so this is a update on the Sweetie Pies case. Okay, and we're wrapping it up. We're bringing it home. So basically, you guys know that Tim Norman, Terica Ellis, and then there is a Wally Yagnam. He's out on bail. But Tim Norman, Terica Ellis, they're behind bars. And they also found another person in connection to this, plot to take Andre Montgomery, who is the grandson of Robbie Montgomery from Sweetie Pies. They found another person who was involved. What the heck is his name? I don't want to read all of this because, this is a very intense case. And I know a lot of people are emotional over this because some of us watched Sweetie Pies for seasons and seasons and seasons. And that family was like part of our family. And Andre is no longer here. And it was crazy. It's just totally crazy. So apparently, Mr. Tim Norman and Terica Ellis, they're no longer facing capital punishment. So that's off the table. That was something that needed to go to Washington, D.C. to be approved because of the nature of this case. So instead, that wasn't, they didn't vote yes for that. So that capital punishment is off the table. However, Tim and Terica Ellis, they're facing life, Let me see if I can get into this article. Like I said, I really didn't want to read it. So on Wednesday, federal prosecutors say that they will not seek the, penalty for Norman nor his alleged co-conspirator, Terica Ellis, according to a report by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. The penalty review process is activated automatically when a federal criminal charge is punishable by taking the person up out of here, right? Certain words I still can't say, all right? The review does not reflect prosecutors' desire to impose it. The review process is still pending for another suspect, Travell Anthony Hill. That's the guy. So he could very well face capital punishment, because he just got nabbed, November 3rd? He was charged with conspiracy in reference to this plot. So federal authorities allege Norman obtained several life insurance policy on Montgomery, his nephew, in November 2014. Norman was the sole beneficiary of the policies, yada, yada, yada. I mean, this is repetitive. I've done several videos keeping everybody abreast of this. There was a court today, December 2nd. Let me see. Let me tell y'all no lies. Let me pull up my calendar. Yes, it was today. I don't know if Tim Norman appeared in court today or if it was just pretty much like discovery where they're, bringing evidence to the table because obviously this is going to go to trial. And especially with them catching this young little hooligan here, that might change things around. So I don't want to give any misinformation until I know for sure. So, the Clarion Ledger is the media outlet that I really go to often as it pertains to this particular case because they seem to have, pretty pretty like, they summarize everything and it's up-to-date information. So I haven't seen anything on there today, but I know that there was a court date today. So yeah, so that's about it. So that capital punishment is off the table for Tim and Terica Ellis. As far as this new kid, and see, I did a video previously, but maybe you guys didn't watch it. But anyway, so Travell, how they caught him, he received 10 grand and he was talking on the phone with, I guess it was his brother or some family member. It's being said that it's his brother. We don't know if that's true, right? And his brother was behind bars. And Travell Anthony Hill thought it was a good idea to talk about him receiving $10,000 and what happened to Andre. He didn't say whether he did anything or not, or whether he was deeply involved. But and his brother was in federal prison. I said before, this is one instance where I was glad that somebody is an idiot, because you made it easy for the authorities to come scoop you up. Why would you? Anyway, royal family, I can't. I have to get out of the habit of trying to make things that don't make any sense make sense. So that's all I got. Ain't got no more. If you enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate you dropping down in the comments and sharing your thoughts. I really would. Also, don't forget to like the video. That's your admission fee. Whew, 36 minutes. Try to stay at 30 minutes. Don't want to go any longer than that. Make sure you guys are following me on social media. She_RoyalB. That's on Twitter as well as Instagram. I'm also over on Twitch. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/she_RoyalB. I want to start going live over there. Got a couple of videos up there, but Twitch is a platform, a streaming service platform. Most of you know what it is. Some of your faves are over there. There's gaming, there's podcasts, there's DJs who play music, all types of things going on over there. So I'm still staying on YouTube for as long as they allow me to. And I'm also expanding over to Twitch because I like their terms and conditions. I like the platform and it seems fun, something new to do, right? We always got to keep it fresh, keep it new. All right, so I'm signing off, royal family, and I love you for listening and watching. Welcome back. Happy December. The countdown begins until we celebrate that pagan holiday, Christmas. All right, I'm signing off. I'll see y'all soon. Until next time, folks. Peace.